Today we're checking out the Scan Distortion. This is a really great Marshall in a box mixed with a phaser, so a very different pedal. We're also going to add a little bit of delay thanks to this guy. Let's get into it. Howdy folks, this is Shane. Today we're checking out the Scan Distortion pedal from Jacques. Let's check it out. Alright, here's the pedal up close. Now it looks pretty complicated, but actually it really isn't. This side of the pedal here is a phaser, and all of the rest of these controls here are for the distortion. Now this was based around making a clean channel amplifier sound a lot like a Marshall, but by also adding in a phaser, which is a really unique pedal. I give them credit for coming up with something that's extremely different. Now this Marshall tone you get from this is awesome, and as you can see we also have the brown sound here. You can click it on and get two different flavors of distortion this way. Now you notice here we have a mix control. So if you want the pedal to stay clean, you want to use the phaser without any distortion, you have to the mix all the way this way. If you have it all the way this way, you're getting the full-blown distortion tone as well. Or you can also have it anywhere in between to bring back the note clarity and clean tone. So it's pretty sweet like that. Now all of these controls here are a little bit unique in terms of how they're labeled. So we've got a high, and this is basically the low end here as well. So a 2-band EQ. We also have the Variac here, which is kind of like the distortion level basically, and the mix control. And that, like I said, this particular switch works for that side. Now over here we have a speed, sweep, and level. Level is how loud or prominent the actual effect is when you've got it on. So, and the speed obviously is how fast the pulse goes. And the sweep's kind of like a frequency control. At least that's what I think it's doing. It sounds a lot like that. The more it is this way, the more you're going to hear it. The less it is this way, sort of less prominent it is. This particular pedal is made in Europe as well. It's extremely well made. I'll open it up and show you some inside shots of it as well. If you'd like to find out more about this particular pedal, all the links will be on screen and in the description below. Let's get into it. Alright, let's get into it. Today I'm playing the Pure Salem electric guitar. It's loaded with a mini humbucker in the bridge and a Telecaster single coil neck pickup into the Fender Blues Deluxe reissue amp. Now the reason we're using this amp is the pedal was made with a clean channel in mind. Whether it's any type of amp out there, it's supposed to give you that Marshall type of sound. Now this particular pedal has two different voicings with the dirty tone as well, and it also has a mix control which I'm going to leave at 100%, and the further back we have it, the more clean it's going to mix back into your signal. But I'll leave it at 100% so you can hear what kind of dirty tones we can get, and we'll take it from there. So this is the clean tone bridge pickup. Pedal on with the toggle switch in the down position. Toggle switch in the up position. To have a listen to the difference now. sustain is absolutely killer. And toggle switch back down just for a moment so you can hear the difference again. I kind of like that heavier mid sound with the toggle switch up. I think that works really well. Let's turn the mix control down to about 1 o'clock, so it's going to bring in more clean, a little bit less dirt. Go back to about 11. And we'll go all the way back, which in theory should be pretty much dead clean. So you can set it wherever you like. You start to notice it even at about 9 o'clock. You can hear more clean than dirt, even though you can obviously hear dirt. So it even sounds good on the neck pickup of the tally, or of this guitar, which has a tally pickup, which is pretty nice. So let's take a look at some of the controls here. Let's take a look at the treble and bass control. It's these two particular controls right here. And I've also lowered the gain. It's down to about 9 o'clock. Here we go, bridge pickup. More treble. And way more bass. Nice musical 2-band EQ. It actually sounds really good. And now with the toggle switch in the down position. Nice. And lastly, in terms of the gain control, I'm going to show you how much and how little you can get out of it. So this is with it all the way down pretty much. A little bit more. Yeah. 1 o'clock. And dying. Volume control down. So that's still pretty dirty. Let's just bring that back. This is still with my volume control down. Yeah. Now this particular pedal also has a phaser, so we're going to start with it clean with the mix control on the dirt all the way to the left just so you can hear what it's doing, then we'll also blend in some dirt. So here we go. always like phaser, it's just super funky, gets me thinking funky. Now we'll add in a little bit of dirt to it as well, so using just the mix control. And now I've got both the toggle switches up and I've just sped up the phaser. Let's take a listen. Got a nice sort of vocal quality to it. Let's take a look at the sweep control on the pedal now. It's the far left one. This is kind of like the frequency of the pulse. So here we go, 12 o'clock. All the way left. Hard right. So it's way more prominent to the right. It's probably a little bit too much for me. Somewhere around here maybe. Now, if you're wondering what the level control does, it's simply just a volume control for the entire pedal. Further up it is, the louder it is. The further down it is, the less. So let's take a listen. Huge difference. Let's just crank it up. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Shane. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So overall, what do I think of this? I really love the drive tones. I think that's where it's at. For me personally, I probably wouldn't use the phaser and the drive, but I'm sure there'll be a million guys who are a whole lot more musical than me that can get it to sound way better. And for different styles of music, you're definitely going to get a kick out of it. Now, I really enjoyed the phaser more for the cleaner tones, just playing some sort of funky rhythm guitar. But like I said, if you're playing a certain type of music where that particular sound will work, you'll definitely dig this. In terms of that Marshall tone, it sounds huge in the room. The sustain was great as well, and it feels good to play. So it really does get the tick of approval there as well. If you'd like to find out more about this particular pedal, I'll post all the links on screen and in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you soon. See ya.